All right, let's talk about something that a lot of people experience but don't always feel comfortable talking about. It's this question that sits right at the intersection of our minds, our bodies, and how we connect with others.
Yeah, that question right there. If you have ever asked yourself this, I want you to know one thing right off the bat. You are so not alone. So let's actually dig in and break down the psychology of what's really going on here.
Okay, so to figure this all out, we actually need to start with what's happening when you're on your own. This is our baseline, you know? It's the control group where everything seems to work just fine. Think about it. When it's just you, there's no audience, right? You're not performing, you're not worrying about what you look like or if you're taking too long. Your brain isn't running a million background checks. It just gets this green light to let go. And that complete relaxation, that's the perfect environment for pleasure.
And here's where we can really see the difference. On one side, you've got the solo experience, total control, zero pressure, a relaxed brain. But then you add a partner to the mix, and suddenly all these other things can creep in. These invisible factors like stress and this feeling of constantly monitoring everything, and of course, that endless mental chatter. So what exactly are those factors? Let's break them down.
This brings us to what we're going to call the partner puzzle. And it really boils down to 4 main invisible barriers that can pop up and get in the way.
Okay, barrier number 1, and this one is a biggie: performance pressure. It's like your brain completely changes jobs. One minute, its job is to feel pleasure. The next, it's become a critic, a judge, analyzing every little thing.
And that little voice in your head starts up, right? Is this taking forever? Do I look okay right now? Are they having a good time? Sound familiar? That's the voice of performance pressure. It yanks you right out of your body and puts you squarely in your head. Suddenly, it's not about connection anymore. It's like a pop quiz you didn't study for.
And here's the crucial part. That mental chatter isn't just harmless noise. It actually triggers a very real physical stress response in your body. And you know what the #1 enemy of orgasm is? Stress. They are like oil and water. They absolutely cannot exist in the same space at the same time.
All right, let's move on to barrier number 2. This one is less about what you're thinking in the moment and more about what your body has learned over time. Think of it like muscle memory, but for your nervous system. You've essentially trained it.
So yeah, here's how it works. Through your own exploration, your nervous system learns a really specific recipe. You know, the exact pressure, the right rhythm, the perfect timing. It knows the secret combo. So when a partner comes along, well, even if they're the most amazing, attentive person in the world, they just might not know your secret recipe. It's not about them being bad at it, it's just a different pattern. And that whole idea of a familiar, predictable pattern, it leads us right into our third barrier, which is huge: emotional safety. You see, you just can't have complete physical release without emotional trust. The two are totally, completely linked.
At its very core, orgasm is about letting go. It's an act of surrender. But think about it. How can you truly surrender if a part of you is standing guard? If you're feeling self-conscious or guarded, or even just a little disconnected from the person you're with, your brain is not going to give the all clear. It's like a built-in security system, and it will slam the brakes on pleasure to keep you feeling safe.
And finally, our 4th barrier. And this one is kind of ironic. You'd think the problem is maybe not enough stimulation, right? But actually, sometimes it's the total opposite. It's that there's just too much going on. Partnered sex can be a very busy place for your brain.
I mean, just think about all the competing inputs. There's movement, there are sounds, you're trying to communicate, you're thinking about expectations. It's like your brain is trying to listen to 5 different songs all at once. But here's the thing about orgasm. It thrives on focus. It needs a clear signal. And when your brain's attention is scattered all over the place, it's incredibly hard to build that momentum. So we've gone through these 4 barriers. What does it all add up to? What's the big aha moment here? Well, it all points to one really important insight about what an orgasm actually is.
And there it is. We have to reframe how we think about this. An orgasm isn't just a mechanical, physical thing. It's not just about friction. It is first and foremost a brain event. It's all about what's happening upstairs. It requires a specific mental state, one of relaxation, familiarity, and being completely present in the moment.
And this, right here, boils it all down as simply as possible. When you're alone, your brain is in feeling mode. But with a partner, it can accidentally switch over to monitoring mode. And you cannot truly feel and monitor at the same time. You're either in the experience or you're outside of it, watching it happen.
Okay, I know this might sound like a lot to take in, but listen,
The whole point of this isn't to diagnose some problem. It's the opposite. It's about finding a path forward, and that path starts with one crucial, powerful idea.
Seriously, let that sink in for a second. Nothing is broken. You are not broken. This experience doesn't mean you're flawed or that something is wrong with you. Not at all.
What's happening here isn't a failure, it's actually feedback. It's your nervous system communicating with you. It's saying, hey, here's the deal. I work best when I feel safe, when I'm relaxed, and when I can actually tune in. Your body is literally giving you the instruction manual. And that's the best part, the really good news. Those conditions, safety, relaxation, focus, they are not impossible to create with a partner, not even close. Now that you know what your nervous system is asking for, you can start building that environment. So this journey isn't about fixing something that's broken. It's about starting a new conversation, a better one, with yourself and maybe with someone you trust.